This is Wave 105, Andy Jackson here, and I'm delighted to say welcome to the evening show, Nerina Pallot. Good evening. Hello. This is your second or third time here at Wave 105.
It's my third
I think it's
visit,
your third,
yeah.
isn't it? I remember hearing you a couple of years ago, which I think was around the time of Sophia, wasn't it?
That's right. Actually, it was a bit longer. I think I was here about 5 years ago.
Was it really that long ago? Oh, I lose all track.
I know, and then I popped back a couple of years ago when my, I think it was Real Late Starter was a song on the radio.
That's right, yes.
Yeah, so I always pop back and see you.
Absolutely, because I think you popped in and you had a chat with our Mark Collins.
I did, yes.
And you did a little live session for that. And off the back of that, I thought you were so good, I had to go and see you that night.
Up in
Portsmouth.
Really? At the Wedgwood Rooms?
At the Wedgwood Rooms, yes.
Oh, thank you for coming.
And I must say as well, I do enjoy your banter with the audience when you're live, because you slag off a few X's and all kinds of things, don't you?
Yeah, everybody comes in for it at some point during a show. Yeah.
But it's a very sort of conversational style you have, isn't it? So.
Well, that's half the fun of live. You know, no two shows should be the same, and you depend on what the audience give you back. You know, so I love a heckler.
Yes.
Because they will shape how the show turns out. You know, if no one heckles me, I really don't know what to do with myself. It's very boring.
It's much easier to have somebody to bounce off, isn't it? I would imagine, rather than stand there saying, "This is me, right? Here come my songs."
Absolutely, yeah. You could, otherwise, it's just boring for me as well. You know. So.
And I can remember from that show as well. I know it was the one and only time I've seen you before as well. There's a little bit of bitterness over a partner and an ex, which was coming through there. Is that all resolved now?
I'm trying to think. When would this be? Would this be 2 years ago, a year ago?
This would have been around the time of Sophia. This would have been.
Oh yes, I was quite grumpy at that time. Yeah.
You're a bit more chilled out now.
I'm very happily married and I'm a mummy now, so I'm much more happy. But yes, I wasn't a happy bunny then.
So you say you're a mum now. How old is your baby child?
He's 8 months old now.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Littly.
And how are you coping with being a mum now then?
Oh, I love it. I love it. The first 3 months were hell on earth, as I'm sure any new parent will agree. But now he's just a bundle of fun. He's great. I'm very lucky. He's a really laid back kid as well. So
they do get harder.
Yeah, I think this is like the kind of like the lull, isn't it? You know, and then I'm sure when he becomes a toddler, it's going to be like, take him away.
And are you taking turns getting up in the middle of the night, or is it who's doing the majority of the work at the moment?
I'm really lucky. My other half, he's brilliant. He's really hands on. Wolfie's getting a bit better at sleeping now, so it's not as much, you know, as it used to be. And my husband also accepts that I'm never going to be an early riser, so he does breakfast, which is great. And I get to lie in. Yeah, I do. I'm really lucky. I'm really lucky.
So tell us about what's going on now, because I know the album Year of the Wolf is out at the very end of the month, isn't it?
It's out June the 13th, actually.
June the 13th
out
now,
at the end of the month, yeah.
Okay, let me cross that out there, because that's obviously wrong. I got that from your website.
Oh, I think it's just we've changed.
Just changed it. So Year of the Wolf coming out very soon, and the single, when's the single out again?
May the 29th, yeah, May the 29th, yeah.
Which is what everybody's raving about. We're playing it a lot on the evening show.
Thank you, I know you've been playing it, yeah, thank you.
And can you tell us a little bit about the background to that song?
I wrote it about 2 years ago. It's a love song with a twist, because it's got quite an innocuous lyric, but I was reading this book called Wide Sargasso Sea, which is very clever and highfalutin, and somehow I've managed to mangle it and write a song called Put Your Hands Up. But it's basically saying to the subject, put your hands up, otherwise I've got a gun in my hand, and I'm going to shoot you unless you love me lots. It's basically about obsessive love.
Stalking.
Yeah,
stuff
bunny
like that.
boiler.
Bunny
yes,
boiling.
Exactly.
Because the video that goes with it as well is quite interesting as well, because that was obviously, by the look of it, filmed in London by the black cab and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, was the cab driver an actor, or was he a real cab driver?
He was a real cabbie. And it was all done in one take, that video. So we rehearsed it, and that, I think, is the very last take of the day that we did. That's
very good. You can see that. We've popped it up on the website at wave105.com/Andy. And you're going to do that song for us live?
I am, yes.
So we're
try not to mess it up.
All right, then. Let's let's have a listen. This is brand new, As It Happens, from Nerina Pallot here on Wave 105.
Strangest thing, I wasn't looking out for anything. My boat had just set sail. I was flying as the wind prevailed. What did you think you were doing? I couldn't shake loose, not from you, not from you. I couldn't shake loose, now I don't mind. Put your hands up, say you won't stop giving me love, 'cause I need you to feel me, feel me. Put your hands up, say you won't stop giving me love. I don't care if it's greedy, greedy. Whatever you want, you've got it. Whatever you do, I'm on it. Ooh, whatever you want, you've got it. Just put your hands up. I was a lonely girl, swimming lost in the widest sea, but the truth of it, there ain't no man could ever get to me now. I just see stars when I'm with you. Oh, this is my heart that I give you. What did you do with your voodoo, voodoo child? What did you do to me? Put your hands up, say you won't stop giving me love, 'cause I need you to feel me, feel me. Put your hands up, say you won't stop giving me love. I don't care if it's greedy, greedy. Whatever you want, you got it. Whatever you do, I'm on it. Ooh, whatever you want, you got it. Just put your hands up. Put your hands up. Ooh, up, 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 up. Put your hands up. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Put your hands up, say you won't stop giving me love, 'cause I need you to feel me, feel me. Put your hands up, say you won't stop giving me love. I don't care if it's greedy, greedy. Whatever you want, you got it. Whatever you do, I'm on it. Ooh, whatever you want, you got it. Just put your hands up. Put your hands up now. Come on and put your hands up now. Whatever you want, you got it. Just put your hands up.
I'm so lucky sitting here watching you doing that. It's Nerina Pallot here on Wave 105. It's Andy Jackson on the evening show until midnight tonight, and Nerina Pallot with us, talking about all kinds of stuff. And you mentioned earlier on that song was based on a book that you're reading. I'm guessing you're a bit of a reader.
I do like reading, yes. I don't get to do as much of it as I used to because of my little one. But yeah, I'll read anything from the cornflakes packet to, you know.
Of course, I'm guessing it's your Twitter. You're called Lady Chatterley on there, aren't you?
I am, yes.
So, I mean, is that a book that's sort of a big thing in your life, or has been?
No, it's my married name.
Is it? Oh, right. Well, that's totally wrong.
Yeah, my husband's name is Chatterley.
So that kind of makes sense, doesn't
everyone
it?
calls me Lady Chatterley.
Lady Chatterley. It's very, because I was a little bit confused because you've kind of got an official Nerina Pallot Twitter, haven't you? It's all very formal.
I'm under some pressure to sort of amalgamate it. But what it is I've been on Twitter for a long time, for about 2-3 years, and I just went on it as myself, you know, and I might occasionally mention I had a record out, but I just generally like chattering away to people. And recently, my record company suggested that I had a more official one, or I used the one I'm already on to do news and buy the single and that. But I feel a bit uncomfortable doing that. I don't like selling myself at the best of times, because I'm so sick of that. Do you know what I mean? There's so many artists, they only go on to tell you, buy this, buy that, buy that. I was like, no.
It's quite chatty, isn't it? I think your latest tweet, you were saying about people looking immaculate when they go on a plane.
Yes, because when I was on a train this morning coming down the south coast, and it was a train that goes via Gatwick, and I was surprised by how many people. My mum does this. I never do. I look like I've just got out of bed, but my mum always gets in her Sunday best to go on a plane wherever she's going, and there were loads of people. I think it's ladies of a certain age.
I think there's also a hope that you might get a last minute upgrade if you're not looking like a cacker. They might put you in the.
That's why I never get upgraded, isn't it?
I've never been upgraded in my life either. So there you go. But you want comfortable stuff on. That's the first thing I do when I sit down on the plane.
Yes.
Take my shoes off
and relax.
That's what you want to do, and get into those little miniatures.
Yeah, the sock things. Yeah.
So, and also, you sort of sporadically blog from time to time as well, don't you? Very sporadically.
It's embarrassing. I used to be a regular blogger. I used to blog pretty much every week at one point. Now I blog once a year.
I was going to say there is a gap from 2010 to literally about 2 or 3 days ago on your blog, and was that a 3 o'clock in the morning session by the look of it?
Yeah, I'm not very good at updating it regularly, but I think it's primarily because I Twitter a lot, and what I like about Twitter is it's a two-way conversation. When you blog, you tend to do this big splurge of the thoughts of your head and just yell at people online, if you know what I mean. Whereas Twitter is a conversation, and I enjoy the interaction, and I learn things, and I'll spout something and someone will disagree with me, and it's good. It's the way conversations happen naturally, and I enjoy that about it.
The trouble is, though, when you're sort of if you're reading somebody else's Twitter stream, you only get the one side of the conversation, unless I'm doing it wrong, but I've always...
No, you're right, and I think one of the things that will change, I reckon we'll see Twitter modify. There'll be a way of seeing lots of conversations happen. Because
sometimes you think, well, what the hell are they replying to there? Because it's quite interesting. It's very difficult to kind of go back and get the other half.
Unless you click on the person they're writing to.
And so you end up there for hours, don't you?
It's quite interesting, yeah. I do find it. I'm a bit busy at the moment, so I'm not on it as much as I used to be, but I do enjoy using it, yeah.
Speaking of Tinternet as well, I was going on what they've got on Wikipedia about you. Is this true that you were first sort of pushed in the direction of doing what you do with Kate Bush on TV?
Yes. I remember seeing Kate Bush when I was about 13 or 14 on telly, and she was playing This Woman's Work on, I think it was the Wogan show when he had a TV show, and that was it for me. I saw her and I thought, that's what I want to do.
That's what you want to do, and that's what you're doing. So you're there. You're laughing.
Yeah, I'm really lucky. Yeah, because it is a bit of a pipe dream, and I think lots of kids would have seen Kate Bush on Wogan and gone, I want to do that. But yeah, I feel lucky that I do it and I'm afforded an audience.
Are you going to be somebody like Kate Bush? Because she's very much put her career on hold, and she's always saying how her family is so important to her. She might bring out an album every 5 or 6 years or something like that. Do you see yourself going that way?
No, because I really enjoy live playing, whereas I think Kate Bush has done one tour ever and that was it. And for me, I make records in order to have songs to go out and tour with, keep new material there for fans to listen to. But family does definitely come first for me, and I am curtailing my touring a little this year because I've got a little baby and I don't really want to spend the night away from him. Maybe next year when he's a little bit older I'll tour a bit more.
Take him with.
I do actually, and he's really good at the moment, but that's because he's not walking yet.
Yes.
And I think the moment he starts toddling, it's going to be a lot harder to go with a little baby in tow.
It's going to be that first moment where you turn around, because it will happen, you will turn around and he won't be there.
Yes.
And you just get that, but hopefully only once or twice in a lifetime. But
I'm going to have to get him one of those harnesses, aren't I?
Absolutely, a long bit of string and a peg.
Yeah.
So you're talking about touring as well. You're neglecting us on the South Coast, because I can see London, I can see Birmingham, I can see Manchester and Glasgow, and I can see Jersey, which is... Did you grow up in Jersey?
Yeah, I was born in London, but I grew up in Jersey. And I always go back home to do a show. Just, it's nice to go back, have an excuse to go back and see the family and stuff. But yes, I suppose geographically London's still closer than Jersey, isn't it?
It is, I suppose so.
Just. You're sort of equidistant, really, aren't you?
I guess so.
But yeah, this year I feel bad about that, because I normally play a lot more. I will normally do about 20 or 30 different cities during a year. But this year I just can't do that amount of travelling with my little one. Next year I'll probably come down and do Portsmouth or Southampton.
Let's hope so. You got the old work-life balance right, though, which is what
just for this year.
Counts.
I mean, I was saying to a few of my fans have been moaning about it, and I was like, well, I haven't left it. My last album was about 18 months ago, so I think I've done okay to have a baby and make a record in 18 months.
And you're still sane. You don't look bedraggled. You don't look like you're knackered all the time. So
I don't know.
maybe underneath.
It's first thing in the morning, maybe not.
If you just joined us, we're talking to Nerina Pallot here on Wave 105, and you're going to do another tune for us. And
I
we
am, yes.
had a little bit of a pre-discussion as to which one it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I've got my own personal favourite, which is one that was we were trying to work out whether it's 2 years ago or 5 years ago.
It's about 5 years ago. Nearly 5 years ago. I think it came out in late 2006.
Okay, and this is Sophia.
Mm-hmm. 5 o'clock in a fire escape symphony, spilling out across the road and the square. And the sky's the same as your own. Do you think of me? Do the parks and trees and the leaves reach you there after the rain? And the lonely hours he haunts me, calling out again and again. Sophia, Sophia, I'm burning, it's a fire I cannot put out. Sophia, Sophia, I'm learning that some things I can't go without, and one of them is him. And now I walk these streets like a stranger in my hometown, learn the language, form the words when I speak. But he changed me, I'm his ghost since he came around. Now I count the hours, the days and the weeks, so passion and silence, every word, every line of measure. It's the science of the soul, and his books, they breathe a reason. And now I wanna know. Sophia, Sophia, I'm burning, it's a fire I cannot put out. Sophia, Sophia, I'm learning that some things I can't go without. And you with the newborn eyes, have you ever loved a man like I love him? Do you hurt but still feel alive like never before? Oh, Sophia, 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 I'm burning, it's a fire I cannot put out. Sophia, Sophia, I'm learning that some things I can't go without. I can't go without him.
Fabulous. Always going to be my favourite one, that one.
Oh,
It's Nerina Pallot with us tonight here on Wave 105, and I think we've sung you all out now, haven't we? Just about.
need a little nap now.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming in and seeing us again. Hopefully you're going to tour down this way next year.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely will.
Okay. And I mean, you know, but where are you hoping to be? It's a question I always ask everybody. 5 years from now, where are you going to be?
Oh, on a yacht somewhere drinking a Cosmopolitan in the Caribbean.
And watching out that your little baby isn't falling
Yeah,
over the
no,
side.
No. I'll make sure he's got his armbands on.
See, that's an answer I like.
Towing him along in his little dinghy at the back, yeah.
That's an answer I like, because so many people say, oh, yeah, I want to be number one, I want to be earning millions and that. You want to be chilling out on a yacht. That's a good answer.
Well, after having had a number one and selling millions. That's how I'll get the yacht, you see.
Nerina Pallot, always a joy to talk to you. Thanks for coming into Wave 105
You're welcome.
tonight.
Thank you for having me.